The scenes are all too familiar. Roads and highways overflowing with floodwater, dangerously swollen urban riverbanks, and neighbors frantically laying sandbags, hoping to avoid damage from severe flooding. Climate change is causing significantly more frequent and more extreme flooding in densely populated areas of the country.
Working at the City of London, I've been there for 20 years, and certainly over that time period, the flooding magnitude has changed. And the flood of February of 2019 was actually the largest flood in many of our surrounding communities on the Thames River. In the middle of winter, having a major flood, that I think is our new future.
Donc en 2017, on a eu une inondation majeure. Donc, les gens disaient que c'était once, une fois aux 200 ans. Et puis finalement, on en a eu une pire 2 ans plus tard.
We have a river that runs right through the middle of our community, and there have been times where it's overflowed its banks right through the middle of town. I've had friends lose businesses, have their houses flooded.
We get really rainy summers now. We're seeing farmers that are delaying putting in their crops because the seasons have changed.
C'est les municipalités pour moi qui sont au cœur vraiment de l'action. À mesure qu'on a des effets des changements climatiques, au fur et à mesure qu'il y a plus d'inondations, que les municipalités réalisent que l'inaction peut parfois coûter plus cher que l'action.
Adaptation is nothing new for many communities, and they've been doing adaptation for a long time. They just haven't called it climate change adaptation. So stormwater management, for example, it's something that communities have done for centuries in Canada. So we'd encourage them to start by taking an inventory of all the things that they already do that account for weather, to find all of that and use that as the leverage point to continue action, as opposed to feeling like we're starting from ground zero.
Stormwater is a big risk for the City of Kitchener, but we also have a strong asset management plan that we're trying to build out as well and really model climate risks into that. So if we have aging infrastructure in areas prone to flooding, we very much need to be putting the dollars towards replacing that infrastructure and replacing it in a way that doesn't make it exposed or liable to extreme weather events. And so that's why I do speak to data being so important, because a lot of cities do not have this information mapped out.
On a une augmentation des précipitations hivernales. On voit beaucoup plus de précipitations sous forme de pluie, qui est quelque chose qu'on ne voyait pas nécessairement avant. Donc pour nous, c'est vraiment des éléments qu'il faut considérer dans notre planification, que ce soit au niveau des mesures d'urgence, mais aussi la planification pour essayer d'assurer des zones tampons autour des cours d'eau pour prévenir ces inondations et ces intempéries-là, ou les impacts de ces éléments-là sur nos communautés.
I think it's just getting out there and kind of acting early, starting on it early, because sometimes the strategizing and planning takes a couple years in itself. And really, as you're going through that, there are little things that you can kind of pick away at and do while you're still, doing the plan.
FCM, through our Municipalities for Climate Innovation program, has developed many resources to support municipalities in achieving flood resilience, including several case studies and fact sheets detailing how communities across Canada have taken action to bolster their climate resilience. Visit fcm.ca/flood resilience to access these resources and learn how your community can better guard against flooding.